Stop hunting. Start finding. Choose the AT&T Real Yellow Pages to find just what you need. No other book has more complete ads and up-to-date listings.
Finally, the secret is out. Joey Patty Seafood Restaurant is open for lunch, serving you with the freshest food on the Gulf Coast. There's always a wide selection of delicious menu items to choose from, such as fresh fried fish, shrimp, scallops, and delicious crab cakes served to perfection. If that's not enough, choose from one of our delicious homemade desserts. We are always open for lunch, Tuesday through Saturday. Eat lunch with us at Joey Patty Seafood Restaurant, 610 South C Street, downtown Pensacola.
Hello and welcome to Medical Wellness Institute. I'm Dr. Mark Fannin. I'm going to be hosting a new program here on Blab TV where we're going to tell you about health and wellness. And today we are at our clinic that's located at 3575 Gulf Beach Parkway in Gulf Breeze. It's just before you get to Walmart. What we're going to do today is we're going to give you a tour of the facility. We'll talk about the services that we offer. You may be wondering what a wellness center is. Some of the services that we offer here include weight loss, hormone replacement. We have a test of where we can test for sleep apnea. We also offer anti-aging services, and we have several aesthetic services as well, which includes the gold standard technology of fractional CO2 lasering for skin resurfacing and for tightening up wrinkles. We also have spider vein removal, tattoo removal. We can remove age spots and any other pigmented lesion or any other discoloration of the skin to help out with your appearance. Now, we're a little bit different than most wellness centers. We are physician owned and operated. We have 13 different physicians that are on the board, which include specialties such as vascular surgery, plastic surgery, orthopedic surgery, podiatry, eyes. And so when you come and see us, we want to be your one-stop shop for medicine. And what we can do is we can do a thorough history and physical and address any problems that you have. And if you have, say, an orthopedic or a podiatry problem, then we can pass that information off to the board member that handles that specialty, and they can essentially get you in faster and conveniently if there are any surgical procedures that need to be done. So we'll go ahead and begin the tour. Let me show you the facility and some of the things that we offer. I'd like to begin our tour here with our area where we come and we check your weight and all your vital signs. Linda takes care of this for us. One thing that we have that's very unique is a particular set of scales, and when you stand on these scales, it tells us the percent of total body water that you have. It tells us your basal metabolic rate, or how many calories your body normally burns in a day. It tells us your weight, percent of body fat, and it even helps us establish a goal for what would be a healthy weight for you, and tells us how many pounds that we need to lose to get to that healthy weight. We do an EKG once you're here. We'll normally do that in one of our procedure rooms, which I'll show you in a moment. We also check your blood pressure, another device called a pulse oximeter that checks the amount of oxygen that's in your blood. Gives us an idea of how well your lungs are working. And this area is where we do all of those things, and then from there we'll go back to one of the patient rooms. This is one of the rooms where you'll have your initial conversation with one of our nurse practitioners or one of our physicians, and both. You will see a physician when you come in for your initial appointment. In these rooms each week, we discuss the goals that you want to set for your weight loss. We also administer several of our medicines in this location, and we really just get to know you, go over all of the medical problems that you have. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about our diet program. You may have seen on Ask the Doctor with Dr. Harbour. We had an initial call-in show where we spoke a little bit about some of the things that we do. Let me back up and just tell you a little bit about the success that we had. Just like on the Hair Club for Men commercial, I'm not only the president, I'm also a member. We started this program a lot out of necessity, because I myself had struggled with weight for several years, and tried several different programs, tried the programs where you order meals that come to your house, and they were very non-palatable, not very tasty, and tried other weight loss programs as well. And I would have some success, but it wasn't a long-term success, and I never got to the weight that I really wanted to be. I still have a little bit more to work on, but in the first 12 weeks of this program, I started weighing in the program at 321 pounds, and now I am at 240. So in the first 12 weeks, I lost 81 pounds. And it's a program that is not very difficult to follow. We certainly give you the knowledge and the tools to greatly assist you in this. And once you come in and see us, we give you all the information that if you have any questions or any concerns, that you can contact one of us pretty much 24 hours a day. With our weight loss program, we're not a starvation weight loss program. We actually, based on the scales that we have, and we can design our weight loss program around your current health. What we want to do is to be able to help increase the quality of life of all of our patients and help them attain their goal of what weight they feel the most comfortable at, and also address any other health concerns that they have. Now, with our program, when you initially come in, our normal program based upon your health will include B6 and B12 injections. It also includes injections of HCG, which has gotten a lot of press. If you've spent much time on the internet, then you've probably seen some of the HCG products that are for sale. But there are several scientific-based articles that show the HCG drops and the pills that you take don't really affect the amount of HCG that's in your bloodstream, so it doesn't work a lot for you. On average, our average caloric intake is between 1,200 and 1,500 calories a day. The HCG is an injection that we can show you how to do and give you the medicine that you can take home and provide yourself the injections on a daily basis. For those of you that have needle phobia, which is very common, you'll find that we use one of the smallest needles available, and it's a product that I've used and several patients have used, and they find that their worries of discomfort are greatly over-exaggerated. It's not, most of the time you don't really feel the injection. Also, we'll give you prescription medicines that help increase your basal metabolic rate and increase your metabolism, and also help decrease the cravings that you have, that all of us have, and makes it a lot easier to turn down the Reese's Cups or Twinkies that we love so much. Other things that we'll talk about here, like I said, with sleep apnea, it is a test that instead of having to go spend the night in a strange area in a sleep lab, it's a test that you can administer at home. I've personally taken the test and have needed the CPAP device as well. You know, sleep apnea is so prevalent that studies show that 1 out of 8 Americans, so 1 out of 8 of you that are watching this program this evening, likely have sleep apnea. A lot of the symptoms that you get from this is waking up feeling tired, loud snoring that oftentimes your spouse or roommate will chew you out about. It can lead to high blood pressure. It itself can be a component that causes obesity. And so we really want to take all of the things that can be related to obesity and treat it. Our sleep apnea program costs about 10% of what it costs to go through the normal program. It also is covered by your insurance. And other than the injections that we give, we actually write you prescriptions, just as if you're seeing your primary care physician, for the products that we use. And so insurance can help cover that as well. Instead of us buying these products and selling them to you at a greater charge, we want to get you into the program as affordably as possible and get you on the road to a better you. Up next, I would like to show you the procedure rooms that we have and some of the procedures that we do. We'll go through the different types of lasers, what they're used for, and then we will actually see the lasers in use and show you that it's not a procedure that causes a lot of discomfort, and it's a procedure that gives great results in a quick fashion. Welcome to the first of our procedure rooms. You may be wondering why I'm wearing these goofy looking glasses, and those are glasses that we'll put on the patient and each of our providers that are in the room. It helps protect your eyes from any stray beams from the laser. We're all about safety. We can't be a wellness program if we are causing our patients to have decreased vision or eye problems. So when you come in, you'll find that we handle this in a very safe manner. This is the laser that takes care of tattoo and spider vein. It's one of the newer technologies. With this one, we can remove your tattoo depending on how old the tattoo is, the depth of the ink that your tattoo artist used, and the type of ink they used. 5 treatments is the most that we've used thus far to remove a tattoo. It works very nicely. On spider veins, in as little as 1 to 2 treatments, we can remove those spider veins. And when you're skinny and out on the beach wearing your bikinis, then you don't have to worry about unsightly spider veins. And also, guys, if you're wearing your trunks, and I guess you could wear bikinis as well if you wanted to. Okay, what I'm going to do is a little bit unconventional, but I'm going to turn the laser on. We will point to a spider vein that is on my leg, and we will laser it. The reason that I want to do this is to show you I've had no anesthesia, no topical anesthesia or anything like that, and show you that the laser itself doesn't cause that much discomfort. Now, we do offer a topical ointment that we can put on the skin that helps numb that area up, that helps make it a little bit more comfortable. And then also we have some pharmacological intervention that we could give that just kind of helps relax you if you're really anxious about it. We've done several of these without that, but sometimes people feel that that can be the best. And based on your health, as long as you're healthy enough and you choose not for the pharmacological intervention, we will give you a glass of wine, make you feel comfortable, and really, you know, almost treat it like a spa visit for you. We want it to be an enjoyable experience, something that you'll tell your friends about and be proud of doing. So, we will get this device turned on. It has several settings of how fast the laser fires and how much energy that the laser gives. And that lets us adjust for the basic 6 types of skin tone. People that have darker skin, interestingly enough, will use a lower level of energy. People that have lighter skin, such as myself, you need a little bit more energy. And so if you're working on a spider vein, what this does is the light and the laser that comes out of the probe basically goes towards the red blood cells in your body, and in those vessels, it heats that up such that that vessel is essentially destroyed. Now, it does take a little bit of time for your body to absorb all that, but you'll see good results very quickly and complete healing within a couple of weeks. And so without further ado, let's play with the laser. I will find some form of spider vein. Also, the lasers work on scars and other things as well. Let's see. A lot of us that are up walking around a lot, spending a lot of time on our feet, and also if you have a little bit of extra weight on, as I certainly did at 321 pounds, these little veins can form. Now, one thing is, when you eliminate these veins, oftentimes people will say, okay, well, does that hurt my body? Does it make it where my veins aren't going to work? Are my feet going to swell up? Well, just as in when you lose a pound of fat, each pound of fat has almost a mile of blood vessels in it. Your body can simply adjust, and it's almost like a detour or bypassing that particular vessel. Okay, as you can see, there are different probes that fit on the end of our laser. It has a laser aiming device, so we can see right where we're working. And let's go ahead and begin the treatment. As we're moving along this vessel, you can see that it's disrupting the vessel and that the color is decreased. Okay, now when you see this vessel, you can see that underneath it looks very broken up, and that's the area that your body will reabsorb. Well, interestingly enough, I found another one down here. I don't know if you can see it, it's very small, but let's go ahead and treat that as well. And as most of our female viewers will notice, guys are a lot bigger wimps than our female clientele. So if I can handle this without any extra, you'll find that it's not an uncomfortable process. Okay, let's go ahead and hit this one. Alrighty, one little spot right here. And good. So that's kind of an example of how that works. It works the same way on age spots and tattoos. We'll show you some before and after photos of age spots that we've used and some tattoos that we have done and the great success that we've had. Now that we've finished with this particular laser, we'll move to the next room where there are two different lasers. Each one has a different function, and we'll see how those work as well. Alrighty, now we've traveled over to our second procedure room, and we're going to tell you about the other two types of services that we offer. This is made by a company called Sandstone, and what it is, it's called a laser facial peel. It works like a chemical peel, but the beauty of this particular device is that after a treatment, you can, it's very much not uncomfortable, or you know, it's not a painful procedure, and it's a procedure you can go right back to work with, and you can even apply makeup within 24 hours after this. And so it works very nicely for just like a strong chemical peel would work, taking off all of the dead cells on your face. It helps lighten any blemishes or age spots that you see. It won't lighten your pigment so much that you'll have a white face and a tan body, but it certainly makes the skin youthful in appearance and very healthy looking. And so what we'll do with this is we'll laser the back of my hand so that I have much more lovely hands, and we'll show you how it works. And again, this device has several settings for different skin tones and for different uses. And so this particular device, as it is arming, you'll see we will do a small area on the back of my hand so that you guys can see the results and also see that this one is also not painful. Okay, here we go. And as you move along, you'll see essentially what it's doing is zapping the moisture layer out of the cells on the surface. And let me just kind of show you. So what this does is it's taking the top layer of skin off, and you can see that even just by rubbing it or cleansing it afterwards, it takes those cells off and leaves a very smooth and comfortable skin underneath. And so you don't have the discomfort and time that it takes for a chemical peel. We do ask you that within the first 24 hours not to go out into direct sunlight, so you do need to plan ahead a little bit. But you can see as this has come along, and when we go across and just remove those the skin cells, it's leaving this nice, smooth, clean layer of skin underneath. Now we're going to move over to the CO2 laser. It also helps remove some of the skin cells as well, but what it does, it fires in a postage stamp size, which is adjustable, and it basically, instead of zapping along a continuous line, it zaps an area, skips an area, zaps an area, skips an area. Now the theory behind this particular laser and what it does for people is a couple things. The areas that are not zapped can grow together and tighten the skin. The other thing that it does is it helps build collagen underneath the skin. We've had great success with this laser. We've done several in this area. We have some good before and after pictures that we're going to share with you. And you can see how that it removes a lot of fine lines, a lot of wrinkles, and you essentially get the benefit of a facial peel as well. It works really well on wrinkles that are around the eyes, around the lips, and on the forehead. Now, another service that we're going to offer is some of the really deep wrinkles, if people have laugh lines or have heavy brow lines. We also offer Botox and Juvederm that is applied by our plastic surgeon, board certified, very nice gentleman who will take care of that for you. Some of you may know him. He runs the Patterson Plastic Surgery, and that's Dr. Nathan Patterson. And so that is a service that we'll offer here as well. Now, with this particular laser, we ask for 4 days that you not get into direct sunlight, and you don't apply makeup for 4 days. So this one also takes a little bit of planning as when you schedule, but the results that you'll see are just amazing. It is a very fun laser to use because the patients are so happy with the results. There are also some other places in the area that perform this service. None really close, but one of the places that is the closest to us charges $3,500 for one of these facial treatments. You'll find that when you come and see us, it is less than a third of that cost. And you know, we want to be able to help positively influence many people's lives, and to do so, we feel that if we lower the price and make it much more affordable, then we'll have the opportunity to do so. Okay, without any further ado, we will adjust this. This has several different adjustments. You can adjust the amount of energy that travels through. As you can see here, when you aim the device, it shows you the area that it's going to affect. So that helps you as you're moving along in lasering. And that pattern can be changed. There are several different patterns for different areas. So we can work on a triangle, we can work in a line, we can do a small dot. So that is a large dot. Then we can also adjust the size of each of those. And so getting in those small areas that are around the eye, we usually decrease the amount of energy because that skin's a little thinner, and we can pinpoint the areas that bother you the most. So let's go ahead and set this up and have it ready to go. Okay, and again, this one has the least amount of discomfort, and you'll see we'll do a pretty good sized area. I had a little writing on there to write myself some notes earlier. And so you just place this up to the skin, press the actuator button, and we'll move over this way a little bit. We'll do another area. You can control how long each laser blast functions as well. Now, what you see when you're done, just as I told you, it has spots that it lasers and spots that it skips. And again, the white part that you see is much like the other laser, and that's the skin tissue on the top that is being lasered. Any place that you have discolorations and would like the skin tightened, that's something that we can do. Any stretch marks, scars from before, we can use our laser technology to treat that. And then also just your overall health. We want to focus on every aspect of your health and wellness that we can do, as we said earlier, just to increase your quality of life, and hopefully also do some preventative medicine that will, while you have a high quality of life, will give you more time on this earth. Okay, next we're going to move up front. We'll give you all of our contact information, how you can come and see us, and please give us a call and see what we can do to help you out. I would like to thank each of you for watching our program today. Hopefully we touched on a subject that we can help you improve your quality of life. You can email me. My direct email is markfannin, M-A-R-K, F as in Frank, A-N-N-I-N, @hotmail.com, or you can call the number at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to give us a call, come by and see what we're all about, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Why should you come into the Medical Wellness Institute? Well, one of the big things that plagues America is being overweight, which has several complications. Adult onset diabetes, often referred to as type 2 diabetes, can become very prevalent as we gain weight. Also, it can lead to high blood pressure, and high blood pressure can lead to several serious things such as a heart attack, stroke. Also associated with high blood pressure can be heart disease, other problems. You can have problems with your kidney. It can lead to chronic pain syndromes, pain in your back. It can lead to pain in your feet. It can lead to spider veins and even more serious varicose veins. Even cancer can be related to obesity. And you know, those are things that we want to help treat the population in our area. We want to not be listed as one of the top 10 cities for obesity or the top 10 cities for worst health. We want to be listed in the top 10 cities for good health. And it's our goal to help improve the overall health of our entire community. And anything that we can do to assist any of our viewers and our patients in that's what we're going to do. Not only do we want to increase your wellness, we want to be your convenient store for medicine. Through connections that we have and by coming in and seeing us with our electronic medical record that we use, we can send that information to one of our specialists. We can also diagnose several problems. We can go ahead and send you for lab work. We can send you for any x-rays or MRIs that might be done. And then that information is passed directly on to the physician that would be treating you. And it saves you about 2 office visits. Essentially fast track it to getting that problem solved. So that's why it's a good idea to come and see us, and that's why we take a lot of pride in what we do. As each of our providers here are going to sleep at night, if we've helped an individual increase their quality of life, it lets us feel very good about it. And so come on in, let us help take care of you and get you on the road to a better you.